Tony and I wrote this poem together at Michelle's workshop on Saturday. It was a really wonderful experience.
Your voice.
Dear water music. Well, I'll read that.
And we switched.
It's like two poems.
Life stories.
You know exactly
Ancient tellings.
how I love my coffee,
You think are lost to time.
shaded with delirium
But let me remind you that time
and friendly fire
is a convenient illusion
on sunny mornings.
and lost. Just the process of returning.
Clearly offering something
Back home.
unknowable,
Ghost of coffee.
familiar, treacherous, clumsy translation
Brewing in the morning.
of a violent symphony of earth tones and stained glass monogamy,
We both know
creating harmony
it's always been brewing.
accidentally on purpose. Thank you, Tony. And then this is Craig's piece. Which side goes first?
This one.
Okay, you go first.
Why don't you rot in your yacht, rich man? Why don't you rot in your yacht, rich man? We'd all be better off without you on dry land when we burn down your mansion and you're lost forever in the ocean, no longer choking us with your pollution.
You took away all that was fair and just on earth. You took away all that was fair and just on earth. You turned all that was spiritual and holy into materialistic, meaningless paper worth. Nowadays, there's about one honest, innocent, decent woman in 10 who's ready, willing, and able to give birth.
Why don't you rot in your yacht, rich man? Surely the day is coming when those able to conceive and bear children will have their suffering multiplied and magnified, while those left barren without children will be relieved of great suffering.
Why don't you rot in your yacht, rich man? You took away all that was fair and just and destroyed all human trust, turning all that was pure and holy into plastic and meaningless paper worth. Nowadays, there's no honest, decent women left on earth who want to give birth.
If this kind of thing can happen when the wood is green, what'll happen when it turns dry, desolate, and barren?
So, women paid to weep for others, weep for yourselves. You never did sincerely care about anybody else, never did have any concern for the future of the earth.
So why don't you rot in your yacht, rich man? You've got me feeling like I'm waking up to the same old nightmare. Am I a fool to believe that if only I had what you do, it would turn into a dream come true? So sooner or later we'll face the judgment, either together or alone, and there's nowhere to hide. Not on the peaks of any mountain or in any crevice or the depths of the deepest, darkest ocean, for God's omnipotence sees all.
So why don't you rot in your yacht, rich man? Why don't you rot in your yacht, rich man? And our birth was more heavenly than a Hawaiian sunrise over the peaks of the mountain, above the clouds, listening to the chants to bless, protect, and preserve Mother Nature's birth, and restore all that's pure and holy into its pure and true spiritual worth.